You know, and speaking of sitting people, Le'Veon's just gonna sit out the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
$14.5 million gone. Probably spent at least $2 million at the strip club in the off season. I'm not sure during the season how much he spent. Yeah. What do you think? Like, what does this do? What does this do for Le'Veon's image as a football player?
Right now, I think it hurts him. But in the future, they might be looking back at him as somebody that stood up for players.
Yeah.
For players. You know what I mean? Think about like Kurt Flood, free agency. The guy took a stand. He didn't play much again, I don't think, after he took a stand when he got traded. Like, nah, I ain't going. I mean,
Release me.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. He just didn't want him to play at all. He's like,
he just didn't feel like he was a property. Here, Le'Veon Bell think he should be getting paid like the most expensive house on the block. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
He's responsible for the most touches.
Exactly.
5 years, the most yards.
The most valuable. You know?
Yeah, he obviously is the most valuable player.
Exactly.
That they had, and they didn't want to pay him. They just used him for 400 plus touches for 5 years.
He was just a mule.
You know?
So what does this do for him? Or do you think next year owner's gonna be, standing in line, be like, hey, let me pitch you, Le'Veon?
I think the owners is a good old boys club, and the fact that he stood up to owners, to the owner of the Steelers, whatever his name is, the Rooneys, I guess.
So this is a Colin Kaepernick
really.
situation.
There's two groups of owners. There's the old school owners who are the longtime NFL families, the Jones, the Rooneys, and then there's a new age, which is like Minnesota's Ziggy Wolf, who are more player friendly. So there's kind of two.
Yeah, okay.
Two, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's just
no.
From
okay,
what I'm seeing
this
and
is
all
more
the reports
insightful.
and everything that I follow, it looks like there's two groups of owners.
Okay.
More progressive ownership, and it's very split. There's conservative owners, Tennessee Titans, the Texans.
Bud Adams.
Yeah.
Is he still the owner?
I thought he passed away and is his son.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bud was like 96.
No,
years
Titans has a female.
So it's the daughter then it took
Yeah,
over.
it's the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Detroit
under
Lions,
trust right now,
another
though.
conservative ownership team, the Ford family on that one.
Yeah.
So, there's those older conservative teams, and then you have these new age teams. So he may end up somewhere on like a San Francisco 49ers type of deal. That's where someone who could use him.
Yeah.
A team like that, similar offense. Atlanta could really use a running back. And they have
Atlanta doesn't need.
they have like the best owner in sports, dude. They got the Home
Arthur
Depot.
Blank. Arthur Blank.
Arthur's a good owner, but Atlanta don't need a running back. They have two.
No, well, Freeman is oft injured, and Coleman. If they had a bell cow like Bell, they would be a stand-up.
I think they should focus.
Matt
They should
Ryan
focus
would be
on their
playing
defense.
another 10 years or something.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying?
I think there's teams. I think
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
okay.
I think it's gonna be. I think they said a very likely destination is the Jets.
Oh, don't do it, Bell.
It was.
go
I
to the
think.
strip
I think
club.
it's Jets or Miami. I believe were the
Really?
two likely
Hey,
destinations.
he's going
for-
back to
for-
Miami?
Yeah, I mean that's where his offseason home is. That's where his offseason
If
home
he's
is.
smart, he won't go to either. If you care about your career, Le'Veon Bell, if you care about your health and you care about longevity, do not go to such a bad organization.
Yeah.
I feel like he stayed out for longevity because they were just going to use him.
Oh, yeah, they were just going to abuse him.
So if you're going to stay for longevity, don't go to a bad organization. Doesn't make sense.
It's like an old saying, the street racers, they're just going to redline them, huh? They're just going to redline
Where's all
them.
the tuners at? Where's all the tuners at? All right, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, no, but really, I think, 20 years from now, I think people are going to look at him as,
This
like
is
somebody that's
iconic.
fighting.
Yeah.
That's fighting.
No,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with
Fighting
you
for
on
players,
that.
man.
I agree with you because this is the first, but the thing is I think players are starting to do that. I mean, going back to this offseason, they were thinking about trading Gronk to Detroit, and Gronk's like, I'm either playing here or I'm gonna retire, right? So I mean, some players still have a little bit of control, but this is the first time somebody giving up
14
money.
million.
Well, he made so
14.5
much.
million.
That's where it backfired, right? Because he was making 10 and 15 and 19 million one year. So they paid him over 4 or 5 years, like $60 million.
But he want that long term.
Right. But he got $60 million, so now he can say, I don't have to work. They messed. It backfired on the team.
No, he's never gotten paid that much. Like, this is the second year he got franchise tag, and it was 14.5. So
I thought it was 4 years this has been going on.
No, you can't franchise somebody for 4 years.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. This is the second year. This is the second year he's been franchise tag. Look it up. Fact check. Let's go. Michael, where you at? Oh, he's not there. All right, but no. So look, this was I heard this on one of the big shows. I forgot who it was. Right? They said the problem with the franchise tag is, it's the average. It's the average of like the top 5 players at that position, right? Yeah. So it's good if it's for somebody that's below that. Yeah. But Le'Veon Bell prior to this year was the number 1. Yeah. So he doesn't want the average of the top 5 backs. He wants to be paid as the number 1, kind of like what Todd Gurley got. Yep. Right? So, I mean, that was going to be the problem. And the thing is, if in reality Pittsburgh wants to tag him again, they can. It'll be the 3rd franchise tag, and that will cost him $25 million, which they most likely will not do. But if they do, I'm sure he'll sign that.
No, but where does it leave Bell? I mean, like, he's not playing this year. Is he a free? Yeah, I don't think he's a free agent next year, is he?
Yes.
Yeah, is he?
So that's why they said that's why he dragged this out for so long. Okay, maybe I'll return, during week 10 or whatever before. But they said because even if he doesn't play, right, this still counts as the 2nd franchise tag, even if he didn't sign it. But this is the 2nd time they tagged him with it.
They slapped him.
So that's what they were waiting for.
There's odds here for you. New York Jets are plus 300.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oakland Raiders plus 500, which is a great place for them.
Man. Dude, they should fire Gruden.
Phillies plus 7. You gave him a 10-year deal. You got to let him make the team. Yep. Get back on this. Tampa plus 700. Tampa could really use him.
It's close to
Green Bay could really use him plus 750 over there. San Francisco, one of the teams I mentioned.
Well, it's going to depend if Green Bay actually wants to get better and improve the team and not get rid of people.
Pittsburgh's on here plus 1,600. Put $100 on that.
Yeah.
16 grand. Get 16 grand back.
Only way that happens is if they franchise him that 3rd time. But I think Connor, again, I don't want to ever compare Connor to Le'Veon Bell, but he's serviceable.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a good running back. He is a quality running back. He's playing
You're paying him for less than $2 million, right? To get almost the same production number-wise on the stat sheet, right?
I think it said one game check Le'Veon Bell was sacrificing was more than his salary for the year.
Yeah, because this is his second year. This is his second year. He was on a high draft pick, so he ain't making that much money. I mean, he's making over $500,000, but he's not bringing in buku bucks.
All good.
Yeah.
But
good.
Yep. So
he stuck to his principles and it's kind
of man. Yeah.
I think it was a good move.
It's a good move.
What I mean?
I like it.
I like it.
One of the things that real
that.
quick, I'll leave this before I move on to the next topic, is that they think that he could possibly get blackmailed, like Colin and like Eric Reed. Blackballed. Sorry. Yeah, not blackmail.
I was like, what they got on him?
You know what I meant. They did a Tyler Crater.
Yeah, I'm curious now. I was like, what's the story?